to serve our country. We are grateful for their service. Marcus Griffiths, the man in the middle today. Aaron Moore is our video referee. Jordan Abdul will get us underway. The final game of round 18. What a round it's been. There's been some big upsets. We've seen a couple of teams in the top six turned over by teams out of the top six. Is it going to happen again here? We're live at the Mendahoes Jungle for the Castleford Tigers against the Catalan Dragons. We were lucky enough to be at Headingley yesterday, Carl. Great Saturday afternoon rugby. We're here at the Jungle, and the home fans hoping for a third consecutive win.
We sure are. And here we go, we're underway.
High kick caught on the try line, and here's Mustafa to bring it forward for the Tigers, met by a four-man tackle just inside the 10. As the Tigers looking to build on recent promise. But the Dragons, I mentioned there, 3 wins. They've had a couple of vital wins. Hull KR and Salford, teams that they're vying to get in the playoffs with. So vital wins for them. Here's El Zahem, drives it forward, just over the 30-metre line. And he'll play it now. Horn in at dummy half. Westerman gets it away here now. Miller drops it back, taken forward. Lawler wrapped up, but they're inside the 40 here, the Tigers, so they're going to need a decent kick to get them down the other end, and that will come from Hoy, who hoists it high. Morg waits on the 20, he'll collect it, feeds it inside, and here comes Tom Davis, and Davis brings it forward. First set in the bank for the Tigers. What do we make of it?
Yeah, but I'm going to flip it on its head, Mark, and look at the defensive attitude, of the Catalan Dragons, just really with good line speed and intent, restricted the Tigers just to kicking that ball inside the 40. Good pressure as well from Sergio Ruz. Just means that Romano now just pokes his nose over the halfway line.
Does indeed. Tackle made. McAlorum, another one that shocked the Rugby League world this week, announcing he's leaving to go to Hull KR next season.
Yeah, he's had 11 seasons at Wigan Warriors before moving to the south of France, and 7 brilliant seasons there for the Irish international. He'll find himself over the red and white side of Hull.
Well, let's get tackled. Last one there, just over 20 away. McAlorum will feed it now to Abdul. Abdul's going to stand up the kick out wide, looking for Tom Johnson. Johnson couldn't quite take it in. Ball goes free. And the referee, Marcus Griffiths, deems that the Dragons knocked it on, and Tigers will get the ball back.
Yeah, I think get ready to see that on repeat. Jordan Abdul just putting pressure through the boot on Jason Gary. Tom Johnson as well. Be relishing in that contest all afternoon. Johnson just fumbles the ball forward and it's a turnover.
Horn in at dummy half. Gets it away to Miller. Good defence again from the Dragons.
It's just a line speed, Mark. Just keep an eye out on it. They get up hard.
They do. Here's a nice sidestepping run there. That was just what the Tigers needed. Lawler it was. Gets it away now. Miller back to Mustafa. Mustafa trying to punch a hole in the middle. 40 out from their own line, the Tigers. Short pass to Westerman. Westerman gets it away to Milnes. He feeds it out wide here to Hall. Hall steps over halfway and is wrapped up on the 5th tackle. El Zakem in at dummy half will play the ball. Gets it away now to Milnes, who sets himself and hoists it high. Johnson and Morg just have a chat, and Johnson comes up with the ball. He'll bring it forward. Another decent set from the Tigers.
Yeah, 2 bits of decent work defensively there from the back rower, Tariq Sims. He just works extra, works overtime to put Hall on his back to get a slow play of the ball and get on with his next job of putting kick pressure on. There's Davis now, another one heading over to Hull KR next season.
Yeah, Sivat Namara already been recruiting for next season. Worked a bit of magic to get Sam Tompkins to pull the boots on as well. I'm sure there were plenty of conversations around that. Here we go then, Abdul out the back now to Morg. Morg runs across, drops it back for Johnston. Johnston cuts in, and he's going to be wrapped up, and that's the 5th tackle. Abdul jumps in at dummy half. Here now is Rouge, goes high. It's another tester at the back for Hoy. McAlorum's after him, gets away from McAlorum but won't get away from Garcia.
Brilliant kick chase there, Mark, through the middle of the field. Just allows Hoy to catch it, and then straight away it's Garcia and McAlorum ready to pounce.
Yeah, we're going to see plenty of this afternoon. What a sight that is for Tex Hoy. Garcia and McAlorum running full tilt at you, waiting for the ball to drop out of the sky.
Oh, they're brave.
Yeah, rather him than me. Ball taken forward. That's a good carry. Really good carry from the Tigers. Far side. There's Craig Lingard, pitch side. Getting a bird's eye view as now the ball works its way out here to Hoy, who's just trying to sidestep past Abdul, but Abdul holds his ground and the tackle is made on halfway. Corey Hall will get it away to Milnes. Milnes goes high again. Can Moore get there on the full? He's not going to. How will the bounce be? Bounces away from him, and it might just have a roll too many. Doesn't! It's a try! Liam Horn has just picked the pocket of Arthur Morg. It's a steal for the Tigers. It's going upstairs from the video referee, but it looks to all intents and purposes that the Castleford Tigers have just scored the first points of the match.
It's tackle 5 with an on-field decision of a try. So play it through here. So play it through. We'll pause it on the foot. Just go back on how he replays it.
Okay.
Oh, he's got it.
Well, there we go. They say never let the rugby ball bounce. Arthur Morg needed one more bounce of the ball. Talk about chasing a lost cause. Liam Horn, 50-yard sprint, and he has picked the Catalan Dragons' pocket. It is going to be a try. The roar went round when they saw it here on the big screen, and the roar will go round again. The Tigers are in front.
You know what, Mark? Sometimes you create your own luck, and this is just out of will and want. The extra effort from Liam Horn. As soon as that ball bounces, it looks like it's going dead. Artie Morg certainly thinks so. But there's Liam Horn. Just watch the movement through the middle of the field. He moves quicker than anybody else in a Castleford Tigers shirt, and he just keeps it going. As soon as it bounces, he senses an opportunity, speeds his legs up, and beats Artie Morg to pinch his pocket. We saw a couple of tries yesterday over at Headingley. Jack Broadbent allowing the ball to bounce. And we saw the same again here. A great start for the Tigers.
Great effort, and that's what it was. Effort and determination sums up the Tigers over the last month or so. Rowan Milnes right in front, should add the extras here. Well, that's a perfect start for the Tigers, and Milnes strikes it through. 6 points to 0. Oh, Arthur Morg will be having sleepless nights about that one, but Horn was there, right place to score the try.
Yeah, he just thought he had too much time, Artie Morgan, thought it was going to go over. It was a huge kick. It was a bit of a lack of communication between the two of them. The ball bounces in front of him, but Craig Lingard will be delighted with that effort. That's something that you can hang your hat on and show the rest of the team in the review tomorrow. He's never giving up.
Yeah, excellent. What do the Dragons have in response? Ball taken and brought forward. Griffin is pushed back from where he came. Tigers having to work hard here. It's been an arm wrestle up till that point. Got all the makings of a tight game. To the 20 come the Tigers. Dragons hoping to force an error. Ball back on the inside. Good hands from Westerman.
Smart play from Westerman there, just knowing his opposition, knowing that McIlaurin's going to come hunting.
Milnes gets it away. Elzachem, ball in one arm. Powerful run, runs at Romano and Abdul. Can he get the ball away? No, he decides in the end to hang on. Last one. Tigers have made it to halfway. Now they'll get the ball in field. Milnes again, another high kick. Morg underneath it, Horn chasing him down. This time he catches it on the full. Nice little bit of footwork, and he's up to the 20, and he's not tackled, so he'll go again, Morg. Showing his skill, and up towards the 30 he goes.
Just bumps Tex Hoy off and finds another 15 metres through the middle of the field. Davis will look to get him for another carry.
Ball with McIlaurin, gets it away. Oh, strong carry there. Cavallo got the bumpers up there, all right. Ball works its way centre field to Garcia. Garcia tries to turn in the tackle, and he will get a late offload away. Busquets on the back of it. Busquets now goes up the middle. And the Dragons on a bit of a roll here. 30 away from the line. McIlaurin. Garcia. Abdul. Dummies, goes it alone. Horn jumps up in the tackle, eventually got enough of his man. Westerman finishes it off with Mustafa. Last tackle for the Dragons. Here's Cesar Rouge, kicks across the field. Senior trying to come forward, eventually will come up with it. Needs to get to the ground, and he does, but the referee has deemed there was a knock on, so that will be the turnover on the 10-metre line, and Castleford survive again.
Yeah, another kick though, but to the opposite side of the field there through Rouge. And Ikivalu just climbs up, and the ball's deemed to have gone forward. And his senior was on the scene anyways. It's a turnover right in the corner on the far side of the field.
What a year he's having in his senior. 13 Super League tries. Been in fine form. Here's Westerman. They're looking to move it here. Here's Hall. Hall now runs at his former Wakefield teammate Tom Johnston. And he's tackled just outside the 20. Here's Gary. Up towards the 40 he will go. Milnes in at dummy half. Westerman gets it away now to Miller. Miller with a dummy. Busquets wraps him up. And a tackle made just short of halfway here. The Tigers working their way downfield. Westerman wrapped up in a 3-Dragon tackle. Last tackle incoming. Horn looks to Miller. Miller's going to hoist it high. Senior and Miller are chasing this. Davis coming into contact, gets off the ground and makes the catch. And the Dragons are back in possession.
Well, 10 minutes have flown by here. There hasn't been an awful lot between these two sides at all. Yes, the scoreboard reads 6-0. But perhaps a little bit of luck in there as well. And a great chase from Horn for that try. But other than that, Mark, this has just been nothing a lot between these at all to separate at the moment.
No. Teams that are playing pretty well.
It's a good carry, isn't it?
It is a good carry. Excellent work. Sam Tompkins, who we'll be seeing him in a playing shirt, not the Waterboy shirt, in the next few weeks.
Yeah. Hull FC up next.
Yeah. Ball now works its way centre field. Garcia gets it away to Seguier. Seguier wrapped up on the 5th tackle. McIlaurin finds Rouge, who goes high towards that far side. And his senior takes a run up. Can he get the ball? Well, he's knocked it on, but I think it was knocked on first by the Dragons. Marcus Griffiths again will say that that is a turnover.
Yeah, just keep your eye here on Tex Hoy. Just does enough there. And Miller almost just to make it a harder catch for the chasing Dragons. Have to jump a little bit further away from the ball. And that's perhaps why Ikivalu reaching just knocks that ball on.
It's a proper contest this, isn't it? Two teams in good form coming into it. Not much between them.
He's been great over the last couple of weeks, Muzzy Mustafa. Done a fine job for Craig Lingard.
Yeah. And again, he probably typifies what this team is about. He's not the biggest in stature, but he always runs above his size and always gets stuck in. Here now is Hoy, gets it away to Hall. Good read defensively there. Johnston's all over him. Ball played. Well, there is a player in the ruck area there, so Hoy gets a flick pass away. Gary takes it in, and he's away. And he's got support with him if he looks up. Might not need it. Gary's running away from his support, and Rouge Rouge eventually will take him down. 5 out. Last one. Had plenty of support, didn't use it. Ball hands it at the ruck, needs play on. Horn's got it away to Tex Hoy. It's still the last tackle. Hoy now will run it, needs to find an offload, and he's going to go to ground with the ball. And the Dragons were busted defensively there, but somehow they get back and get enough white shirts in the picture to stop the Tigers.
Look, it's a great piece of skill from Tex Hoy, but I just feel that Gary has to let this ball go now, draw the fullback. There's 3 players there he could pick from. The right edge of the Dragons was covering across, but I think they would have got there in a foot race.
Gary. Just the 1 try so far in 8 appearances up to date. And all about his prowess, though. He's averaging over a try every 2 games for the Tigers. Couldn't get over the line there. Desperate defence from the Dragons. But the first real break in open play. Navarrete wrapped up on the halfway line. Ball now goes to Rouge, drops it back. Seguier is met by Westerman, a real physical confrontation. But Seguier, to be fair, makes a few post-contact meters there.
And wins the floor with 3 on his back.
He did. Ball now to Abdul. He's going to hoist it high. Tom Johnston, Gary backpedaling. Johnson trying to get there, won't get there. Gary positioned himself beautifully there. Made that look simple.
Yeah, just a couple of steps backwards and just had time to take that ball in. Corey Hall tries to take over, just trying to work hard to get away from their line. El Zakim now.
Up to the 20. Ball now works its way to Milnes. Milnes drops it back to Mustafa. He's wrapped up. Castleford just struggling for go forward here.
I was going to say 4 players gone. And they've only managed just to get out of their own end, and it's a brilliant pass.
Here's Inesigne, he's got around the outside, and Signe's away, and he's got Miller on his inside. Ball to Miller, and Castleford go the length of the field. The quick hands from Tex Hoy. Inesigne racing down that left-hand side, and Jacob Miller in support. Look at the smile on his face. The Tigers lead by 10.
Well, just when they were finding it very, very difficult, Mark, to get out of their own end, they pulled the trigger, and I think it was Tex Hoy. His pass was just batted on. It bounces off the floor, but Senior has a lot of work to do here. The catch and pass, I think Igivalu shoots the line, and then his Senior's away, and just as Gary perhaps should have drawn the fullback, well, Senior does it so well, and Miller scores his 2nd try of the season. Just there, the catch and pass, it's enough on it. But the in and away from Senior, it's a brilliant sight.
It's a winger full of confidence, and it's a half-back backing up the middle of the field. Nice try. Coach will be pleased with that one for sure. In his Senior, full of confidence, not only made the break, but before it to pick the ball up off his bootlaces.
I just think that perhaps Steve McNamara will be questioning Igivalu's decision to be so aggressive inside of their own 20 metres as they're coming away. Only got to defend 1 more play after that. But he does, he jumps the line, and Tex Hoy sees it. And the slightest of quick hands. Having said that as well, I don't think that should equate to Senior breaking 80 metres away to finish that off for Jacob Miller.
Just a sign of where the Tigers are at. They were prepared to gamble inside their own 20. And the play comes up with a try. And now Ron Milnes will look to add the extras. Just 10 to the left of the uprights here, Ron Milnes. He's starting to grow in stature, isn't he, as a Super League halfback. And a spell at Hull Kingston Rovers. As he sends a kick towards the post, the flags go up, and Castleford, well, they lead by a dozen.
Yeah, 12-0. The Tigers are looking to try and get their 3rd successive win of the season. Tex Hoy, they're the slighter hand. And in his Senior, I think Rouge has to make that tackle. Take nothing away from the brilliance of Senior and the ever-supporting Jacob Miller.
The Dragons in a spot of bother. in round 18. Abdul will launch it deep. Well, it was a set that looked so good defensively for the Dragons, and then they found themselves one tackle later, stood underneath their own post as Mustafa leads the Tigers charge. Here now goes Griffin. Play the ball 15 out. Horn to Milnes. Here's El Zakem, gets it away to Corey Hall. You can feel the excitement every time Corey Hall gets the ball on this near side. This right edge for Castleford is looking pretty potent.
Well, one thing they're doing already, as we've got 16 or 17 minutes on the clock, is they're willing to move the ball. They're here again, going out to the left side with Miller. Short ball to Lawler, does well.
Great carry from Lawler.
That's a penalty there. Yeah, 6
Then
again.
restart right at the end of the set. And now Horn will jump out of dummy half, and Horn up the middle, just couldn't get the arm free. Miller was screaming for it. 30 away, Westerman finds Mustafa. Runs it in again, 20 away. Can the Tigers pile on some more points early on here? Milnes, he's got Hoy out the back, goes short to El Zakem. Can't get the offload away, hangs on. Better defence from the Dragons on that occasion. Horn at dummy half now, will play the ball to Westerman. Westerman to Mustafa, another carry for him. He's getting through some work, isn't he?
Yeah, working hard, Mustafa. They've got 2 more players here.
Yeah, they go down that short side. Oh, almost an intercept. They're going to get another set. Ikevalu couldn't believe it. Ball landed in his arms and he couldn't take it in.
Well, it's not quite his day at the moment for Matt Ikevalu. It's him who jumped the gun to lead to the second try. He gives a 6 again away in that set, and he just can't take that in. It's difficult for him, I understand that. But there's 6 more here to defend. And the Tigers know another try here, Mark. It's not often you see an 18-point swing in the Super League.
No. Well, Craig Lingard will be delighted with the start his side have made. Can they make it even better? Here now is Hoy, switches play. Miller gets it away to Miller. Miller bumps off one, going towards the corner. Maybe the miss-out pass might have been the option there.
Created the numbers there with the switch play from Hoy. Back to the blind side of the scrum.
Here's Westerman, will take a straightener, 10 out from the line. Busquet delighted to bring him to the ground. Horn out of dummy half, finds Miller. Quick pass, good hands, here's Hoy. Hoy with the ball over the top. It's a forward pass. It was a try gone begging for the Tigers. Gary hauled it in, but it was a forward pass, says Marcus Griffiths.
Well, they do ever so well to create the numbers. You call for the cutout ball over the other side of the field. 2 players later, pulls the trigger here, Tex Hoy. Look, 3 on 2. He's got Hall and Gary, but he just can't ice that final part. Because you're right, it was a walk-in.
Well, some forward passes are tough for the officials to call. For Marcus Griffiths, he won't get many more easier decisions than that one.
It was far enough forward, wasn't it? But how good has Tex Hoy been? Since coming over, released from Hull FC, makes his debut here on the 26th of April. He's returned so many, he's got 4 tries to his name and plenty of try assists in there as well.
And a new contract, of course. He's came in
deal
on a short-term stay, and he's signed up for another couple of years, enjoyed his rugby league with the Tigers. And been allowed to play.
Yeah.
And he is a player. Ball now works its way forward. Seguier is dragged to the ground. Dragons will feel, other than the bounce of a ball and 1 missed tackle, and they've not done a lot wrong yet. They're 12 behind.
No, you're right. A bounce of a ball. And look, on another day, 9 times out of 10, when Ikevalu shoots the line there, he probably does catch Tex Hoy. He puts his skill under pressure. The pass actually finds the floor before it bounces into Senior, but it's 12-0, and that's the biggest stat we can have.
Yeah, high kick, Hoy underneath it, catches it, steps away from 1. He won't get away from Romano. Tackle made inside the 10. Eyes only for the ball. As the Tigers with Gary look to work their way out. At their own end of the field. Can the Dragons contain them this time? Here now, the ball works its way across the field and it's brought forward over on that touchline. They're trying to get them into touch here. They could be in a spot of bother in the end. All it as well to stay in the field of play. Centre field with Westerman. Wrapped up, plays it to Horn. Horn skips out a dummy half. Nice ball back on the inside for Miller. Finds Milnes, gets it away. They've got numbers here. Here's Corey Horn with a bit of room in front of him. Flick pass again to Gary. And a tackle made. Well, Corey Hall and Tom Johnson having a good battle on this near side. They'll be teammates at Wakefield next year, of course.
Yeah.
Ball downfield. Morg did well to set himself. It was a kick he wasn't expecting that trajectory, but in the end does well, and he gets it up to the 20.
It's like watching a different team here, Castleford Tigers, from the start of the season. They're playing just with a bit more flair, a bit more, dare I say, cockiness, you know, trying to spray the ball one side of the field. We saw Corey Hall with a couple of flick passes in there too. It's a joy to watch, it really is.
It is. Well, they had some dark days earlier on in the season. Craig Lingard was brutally honest when he spoke to us at Sky Sports about some of the performances, but the side now are reflecting their coach. Honest and hard-working, and a bit of flair as well, as Hilo goes, Sims through the line. Covering defenders, ball's come free, and it was Elza Kem with a challenge there. Well, the Dragons with Tarek Sims look certain scorers, and the ball ripped out. Another 1% effort from the Tigers.
Well, the defence of the right edge just opens up far too easily there for me. And Sims goes through a gaping hole. He steps off his left foot as he tries to round Tex Hoy. And Elza Kim's arm, just keep chasing backs, keeps his legs moving. And he just manages to dislodge that ball. A beautiful ball from Busquet. Short pass there from Abdul. He just can't quite finish it off.
Yeah. Steve's having a good look at the replay. He'll be happy with the break, less happy with the finish. His side are 12 down here, and we've been having a look at the run-in for these two teams, and you have to say that the Dragons, out of the teams in that playoff hunt, they've got lots of teams to play outside the top 6, so they'll be confident, I think, with the run-in that they've got, but they're taking on a team in the bottom 6 here in Castleford, and they're 12-0 down.
It is a difficult place to come. We've seen so many times over all the Betfred seasons. A lot of top teams struggle here, Mark. And the Tigers, well, they revel in that.
Yeah, they do. Here's Kane Robb off the bench, and he's gone straight through the middle. He's got Horn with him. He's lining up the pass, gives it to Horn. Has he got the pace? You bet he has. He's over. Second try for Liam Horn. It was a beautiful pass, beautiful break. They are going to check it, but I'm pretty sure Liam Horn has got the third Castleford try and his second of the match.
So it's tackle 4, and we have an on-field decision of a try. So we're going through to the grounding. So we can just go to the build-up of the grounding. Yeah, play it through from here, please. So Horn's going towards the line. We can just go slow now, please. It's going towards the line. It's in possession of the ball. And the ball is grounded. I've seen all I need.
Well, that was as straightforward as it comes for the video referee, Aaron Moore. And it is a second try of the afternoon for Liam Horn. But it was all about the beautiful break from Rob. He draws the fullback, and Horn just about had the pace to get over.
Yeah, Tom Johnson chasing him down hard. Put this right in front of the sticks as well. This is a big, big blow for Steve McNamara in this contest this afternoon. 18-0 it will be. And daylight between the two of them. But what about this? Kane Robb has no right there to run past 3 and 4 players and then just slice through some weak, soft defence from the middle unit of the Catalan Dragons. And Horn, well, he's having a fantastic afternoon, but it's all down to Kane Robb. What a player this boy is. And Liam Horn, well, he's in Wonderland.
Yeah, Kane Robb struggled to get in start of the season, but it shows Horn's versatility that the hooker has come onto the field and Horn's still out there. And he was in support. And Milnes here. Well, this should be a formality. Can he convert his third goal and make it an 18-0 lead here? The sweet strike. And Castleford Tigers lead. A super Sunday so far for them. 18 points to 0. And worries for Steve McNamara. His side are on the ropes here.
Just look at the work here. Just gets in between Desiree and Michael McIlorum, and then just have the intelligence to draw the full-back and just become a foot race there. Sam Tompkins, penny for his thoughts right now.
Abdul will get us back underway here. But the Tigers have been very good. How important now that El Zakem tackle that dislodged the ball from Tariq Sims, because it could have been 12-6. It's now 18-0.
Well, we saw one again yesterday, didn't we, Mark? Fussy 2 at one end.
Risate come on from the bench and he's been penalised immediately.
Yeah, not ideal. Penalty coming out of your own end. The most important thing to do when you concede points is defensively aim up and try and get the ball back and not give away silly penalties, needless penalties as well. And that's what Chris Sate has done. And we see here already, it's play one and they're out of their own danger zone.
The ball just rolled off the roof of the stand there. It very nearly hit Craig Lingard on the head. It bounced up right behind him. He made him jump there. Not the only thing that has made him jump this afternoon, because his side are in control here. Hoy rides a challenge, thought about the ball over the top. Gary was unmarked but opted to hang on. Castleford don't need to do anything silly now. They've got control of this game. Milnes takes it over halfway.
I think you've nailed it there. You're right, they don't have to do anything silly, but I just think the way that they're playing this afternoon, just keep it up. Don't go into your shell. Keep attacking Catalan Dragons.
Here it is. Look at this, Craig. Always keep your eye on the ball, my friend. Yep, got him. He's a fullback. He should have caught it. Ball over on the far side. Robin at dummy half. The Tigers with Miller hoisting it high. In his senior and Mellor giving chase. Moore comes up with it. Good catch. Needed to get that one. Got off the ground and holds on nicely.
Yeah, perfect set from them. Just turning that ball over in the far corner of the field there. And with good line speed and good wrestle, they just restrict Tom Davis. Get a slow play of the ball and a good look at this next play through Johnson. That's good defence again.
Yeah. Thursday night, Huddersfield against Leeds, must win for the Rhinos, but Huddersfield confident after that win. Then what about this one? Wigan Warrington on Friday night, Lee St Helens, another big game. Saints on a roll they don't want to be on, a losing one. Hull KR take on London on Friday. Then on Saturday, Salford against Castleford. Salford looking to bounce back from that defeat. And then it's Catalans against Hull on Saturday night, and we round off the round with that. Ball now works its way across here. Gary trying to break out. He does break out. Desiree got him across the shoulder. Castleford fans didn't like it. Well, it wasn't across the shoulder. They were right not to like it. And it's a high shot from Desiree.
Well, it's the two middles of Desiree and Sate, who just at the moment seem to be hurting their side. It's the initial break from Gary as he gets past De Costa and Sims. But it's a swinging arm over the top, and I actually don't think that that's a high shot at all. I think the referee gets this one wrong. He makes a play for the ball. I don't think there's any contact with the head. I think it's just the reaction of the crowd there that just sways the referee's decision.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that you can't see it under where we are on the gantry here, but the newly seated what was the terrace underneath it is ram-packed full, and they're very vocal down this side, the Princess Street side of the ground, and maybe they did help their team on that occasion.
Yeah, it is difficult for referees coming into hostile environments, and that's why home crowds so often can help you with those maybe 50-50 calls.
There it is. Look at it, ram-packed full. Looks great. And they were in there well before kickoff, and here they go again, almost through the line. Tackle is made. Boy, just a couple of yards short. Miller gets it to Westham, and they've got numbers if they go over the top. They go to Hall. Johnson comes racing in. Ball offloaded back to Milnes. Milnes goes it alone. Gary cut back inside. There was no room to stay on the wing there. And the Tigers are tackled 10 away. Gary gets it away to El Zakem. He's going to have a straight run. Johnson will haul him in. 5 off the line. Kane Robb come racing across to play the ball. This is the 5th tackle here. Can the Tigers score yet more points. Here now is Mills, gets it away to Westerman. Westerman will find Miller, who floats the kick out wide. Davis retreating, catches it on his line, and will get the ball back for the Dragons. But it's not a bad set, not a bad way to end for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're in the groove. Castleford, that's a good shot there. Liam Watts trying to impose himself from the bench. It's Castleford Tigers now who are struggling to buy land with ball in hand here.
Davis carries, but 15 off his own line, and that's going to be tackle 4. There's a rear, bumps off 1. Oh, the offload, that's going to be 6 again. That was fortuitous, but it worked out nicely for the Dragons. And here's Johnston. Johnston with a sidestepping run, tries to get away from Watts. He does. Still going Tom Johnston. Eventually dragged down by Kane Robb on halfway. And that will be the first set. What about that? Elzakem's hand bounced fortunately there for the Dragons, but they made the most of it.
Yeah, they needed that, the Dragons, you felt. It's that little bit of luck. Sate does well with 3 on his back.
20 away. Dragons would love some points in response here. Rouge into the line. Rouge trying to go through. Horns wrapped him up. Still got tackles in hand here, the Dragons. Da Costa back to Desiree. He's wrapped up right in front of the post then. McAlorum encouraging a quick play of the ball. Stands and almost got in each other's way there, Da Costa and McAlorum. That was a bit of a waste of a tackle for the Dragons. What can Da Costa do from here? He will get the ball out the back to Abdul. Floats the kick over the top. Johnson over the top, collects it. And has he got it down? He has. But did he ground it correctly? Need to see this one on the video, referee. Have the Dragons open up their account here at the Menderhouse Jungle. Referee thinks he has.
So it's tackle 5 when we have an on-field decision of a try. We can just go back, please, on the kick. Pause it on the foot. Everyone appears to be on side to the left, so we can run it through now. Let's run it through to the catch. Close one in, please. Both going for the ball. Johnson catches it. If we slow it down now, please, to the ground. Slow it down. Slow it down. He's in possession of the ball. Johnson in possession. Still in possession. And the ball is grounded. I've seen all I need.
Tom Johnston gets over the top of Jason Gary. It's a spectacular catch in the air, and he held it all the way to the ground. And the Catalan Dragons are back in this game. They needed that before half-time. And Tom Johnston scores against the Tigers again. It's a good finish in the end.
It is. It's a great finish. But it's an even better kick from Abdul. That left boot, just look exactly where he lands it. I mentioned after his first kick of the afternoon that keep your eye on that, Johnson and Gary. Because he pinches his pocket there, climbs higher than his opposite number, and just manages to dot the ball down. But you do feel the Castleford Tiger, that hand from El Hakim gifted them the field position again. He had a great defensive set, but that little hand that just allowed 6 more.
Best set we've seen for the Dragons. Can Archer Morg add another 2 to the tally? Sends a kick on its way. Looks pretty good. It's very good. Great kick from Morg. 18 points to 6. Just what the Dragons needed.
Yep.
And now with, 7 minutes to go to the break, they'll be thinking if we get another one, then we are right back in the contest.
I said 18-0. Might be a bit of daylight between them, but there's an awful long way to go in this game. Johnson does really well there. But the kick was spot on from Abdul.
Yeah. Coach will be a little bit happier. As for Craig Lingard, might be a little bit more concerned, but he'd have taken a 12-point advantage at this point, I'm sure. High kick. Rouge underneath it. Desiree off the try line, brings it forward. wrapped up. Good aggression from the Tigers. Just got to make sure they stay disciplined here, Castleford. They don't want to let that big lead fritter away just before half-time. Ikavalu carries up towards the 20.
Important set, you feel, for Castleford Tigers to really be solid and not allow any line breaks here. It's an absolute must.
McAlorum, Da Costa, up the middle he goes, wrapped up, 40 out. McAlorum finds Rouge, who's got Seguier outside him. Seguier carries again. Another good strong carry from the back row forward. McAlorum on the last, he's looking around. Abdul is to his left, and Abdul from halfway is going to send it high. Hoy waits underneath it. There's no real pressure incoming there, and Hoy will collect it. It's a decent chase. They'll get him on the 10, but I wonder if he'll be contesting those kicks.
Yeah, just a yardage kick there, just getting out their own end, though. But one thing that the Dragons have done well is they have chased all of their kicks pretty well, and they've been decent down this end of the field defensively. As Gary looks to take Abdul on. Sims in there too.
Castleford here. Sylvester Namo on off the bench. Makes the appearance for the Tigers. Rob finds Milnes. Milnes gets it away to Corey Hall. Hall against Romano. They had an offload available to him there, Corey Hall, but he held on. Going back to Wakefield next season. Gary will get it away to Milnes, who's under pressure from Sims. Hoists it high. Morg waits on the line. And now he'll bring it forward. He'll get it away to Tom Davis, and Davis will carry it up towards the 20, and the Dragons start on the red line, 20 off their own line.
Yeah, I just wonder if Artie Morg, just caught that ball with his foot on the try line. Perhaps it should have been a 7-tackle set.
Did he quite get his foot over the line? I thought that's what he was trying to do and didn't quite have long enough legs.
Can't have been far away.
No. There's a rear. Let's have a look. There's the ball working its way up the middle.
This is a really, really important last 4 minutes here for Castleford.
I think he was short of the line there. Looks like the referee got it right. Another rip from Elzakem, but we've got a high shot from Sims. That area, that channel is just bringing a little bit of joy for the Dragons. That's twice Tarek Sims has broken the line, and they're going to get a penalty here for the high shot.
Yeah, it was good footwork, wasn't it? Just keep your eye here, in and then out. And the lazy arm, the tired arm from El Zakim. It's a penalty as well, and I just get a sense that the Dragons are going to find a score here, Mark.
I agree. This is a testing time. 4 to go to the break. Ball now works its way across with Sarte. He drives it inside the 10. Can Castleford hold on? McAlorum gives it to Abdul, back to Da Costa. Da Costa wrapped up pretty comfortably by the Tigers. Abdul to the left, but they're going right to Cesar Rouge. Gets it away to Morg. Short pass it, Cavallo. Bumps off one, gets the ball back. Crunching tackle there.
Liam Watts comes flying in and just flattens Artie Morg.
Here's Desiree once again into the challenge.
It's too quick.
It is, and here's McAlorum going for the line. Desperate defence here. Castleford are short of numbers, and the Dragons have realised it, but they need to move it left quickly. Here now is Cesar Rouge. Dribble kick through, bounces off a Tigers player, collected by Watts, and Castleford survive a major test of their defensive resolve just before the break, but Watts could be injured here.
It's a really poor end to the set for the Dragons. A poor kick there as well from Cesar Rouge. And the big front rower, Liam Watts. He looks in a spot of bother.
Yeah, it does.
But crucially for the Tigers, though, Mark, they survive.
Yeah,
Perhaps just that in and around his ankle area, maybe.
No, I think it's his knee that they're looking at, and you can see there.
Yeah, he goes straight for the knee, doesn't he?
Well, Liam Watts is a tough man, and he's in a lot of pain at the moment, and this does not look good for the veteran forward, 34 years of age. Let's hope he's going to be okay to carry on here, but You always know when a player clutches at their knee like that, Carl, that there's a problem. He's felt something or he's heard something that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, and you're right to mention as well, he is a tough player, Liam Watts. I mean, a quality player and a competitor for a number of years, but he looks like he's going to be okay, which to the delight.
I don't know. He's clearly concerned. Well, they're getting some of the magic tape out, so you never know.
Well, he's just had a little shake of the head. I mean, he'll try and run it off, and let's hope he can do. But if there is something more damaging in there, I don't think the old tape's going to do too much.
Well, the physio's relaying the info back to Coach Lingard. The life of a rugby league player. Watts had the chance to flatten Arthur Morg a couple of tackles before, which he did with glee, and then a couple of tackles later he's in the wars injured. Steve McNamara's gone down to pitch side now. It is just before the break, but they've been deep in conversation with Sam Tompkins. Well, Watts is going to play the ball, and he gets a good ovation here. Here now is Narmo. Big 3 minutes left in this first half here. It's been a cracking game of rugby league. Fans lapping it up here. Nice warm day in West Yorkshire. Shirt sleeve weather for the crowd inside Weldon Road. Good run from Mellor, almost breaks free there.
A bit too easy, that. A little bit of deception from Rob, and Mellor's just able to get rid of a couple of tacklers.
Here's Westerman, gets it to Milnes, out the back to Hoy. Hoy looks forward and then runs straight into Tariq Sims, and Sims will make the tackle. Castleford again expanding the play. Last one incoming here. Ball goes back to Milnes. Milnes puts it high. It's a swirling kick. It's a tester for Morg. Does nicely.
It's a little bit shaky under that one.
Have you tried catching one of those kicks? You're normally just watching him in the air going, I wonder if he's going to catch that.
I think he'd please catch it, please.
All up towards the halfway line. Here now is Morg, gets it away. Seguier gets past one, going to be wrapped up just short of the halfway line. Is this going to be the Dragons' last set with ball in hand? Ball to Costa, to reach for it. Sarte bumps off Rob, then he holds off Watts. Goes again, bounces off the ground. And now the ball with Da Costa. Gets it away to Abdul. Abdul out the back to Morg. Morg uses Romano as a decoy. Then has to take the tackle with the touchline fast approaching. Johnston waits. Ball in field here. Abdul short side. Here goes Sims. Offloads it. It's dropped. Oh, it's going to be another set of six. Corey Hall couldn't take it in. That could be crucial. Hall gets Johnston. But the Dragons get a bonus set right at the end of the first half. Can they reduce the deficit? Ball now with Abdul. Desiree gets it. He's sidestepping his way forward. Bumps off Lawler. Lawler eventually gets his man inside the 10. Catalans knocking on the door. Will the Tigers let them in? Ball to Da Costa here. Gets it away to Abdul. Short pass to Sims. This time Milnes is all over him. Good one-on-one stop. And then the rest of the Tigers team come in to effect the tackle. Still danger here. Abdul reaches for the ball. Draws defenders. Finds Rouge. Out the back to Ikavalu. Big step Ikavalu. Great tackle, Miller.
Yeah, had to be as well, Mark.
Lovely shot from Miller. And now here comes Rouge, time ticking away. They're going back to Johnson up against Gary. Johnson catches it, ball on the ground, goes backwards, still play on. Sims kicks across the field, needs to be dealt with by the Tigers. Lawler comes up with it, loses it, and it's a penalty to Castleford for a steal. I'm not too sure the Tigers are right bothered about taking this. They're out on their feet, the Tigers, at the moment. They have just had to do some dogged defence on their own line.
Yeah, they were under an assault from the Dragons, keeping the ball alive. And Tom Johnson, he's down over on this edge. He beats Gary in the air again. They keep the ball alive. And Sims, not your usual kicker, floats it over. Lawler collects. And the penalty's given away. The strip from Ikavalu right on the hooter.
Well, more worrying here. Well, look, there's an injury there. Seguier's got blood pouring from under his eye. And Tom Johnston, well, Tom Johnston came out of this challenge, and you see when he's on the ground, instantly knew. Now, Tom Johnston has had a series of serious knee injuries, and this is really worrying. Jacob Miller's just come across his former Wakefield teammate, and I think this is, sadly, I think this could be a serious injury for Tom Johnston, who is down, receiving treatment. Hopefully he's okay, but I'm just wondering.
As you always do, Mark, you just seem to hold your breath with Tom Johnston because of his injury history. You're right to mention he's getting some pile of treatment.
Oh, actually, are they looking at his knee or is it his lower leg? Well, there's the incident for Seguier.
That's the one that splits him. The right elbow, nothing in it. No malice at all whatsoever, just a part and parcel of the job, if you like. But Johnson still assessing him. It looks more like his ankle, Mark, or his foot, rather than his knee.
Yeah. I just wonder if it's where he landed after that catch, maybe. I don't know.
So, yeah. Just getting another look.
He come up with the ball.
He does well. Look how high he gets as well. But just, he looks fairly innocuous on that.
But they're the ones, sadly, that...
Yeah, true.
Well, he's all to his feet here.
Well, he's just tried to put some weight on it there, and he doesn't look comfortable whatsoever.
No. And I think the physio is saying, well, he's going to have to be helped from the field. So that is not a good sign. Seguier is getting... To be fair, you'd think with one kick left, you'd think Seguier would have gone down to see the doctor to get that stitched up, but I'm sure the medics know what they're doing better than I do. But that is a sad sight. Tom Johnston limping from the field.
A concern for Steve McNamara, Catalan Dragon fans as well, and crucially...
Well, we're going to see a Super League debut here for Guillermo Aspirabiche, who is coming off the bench, the 19-year-old, part of the French Academy side that took on England. There he is. A high five from Sam Tompkins. Go get it, young man. Time to shine.
Yeah. And hopefully he can deliver. He kicked 6 goals in that 40 points to 37 win over England Academy at the Halliwell Jones last week.
Sporting from the Castleford fans in the main stand applauding Tom Johnston as he goes down the tunnel. But that is a desperately sad sight for the Dragons. And that is it. It is half-time here. What an action-packed first half hit has been. Castleford in front early on after Liam Horn grounded. A long kick downfield after Arthur Morg didn't deal with it. Then Miller scored after a great break from Innis Senior down that left-hand side. Liam Horn on the back of a Kane Robb break made it 18 points to 0 before Johnson's try. Steve McNamara and the Dragons have got plenty to think about. All the reaction to the first half coming up, but at the break, the Tigers lead the Dragons 18 points to 6. The Dragons are hoping they can come back and get the victory here, and in doing so enhance their top 6 hopes. Castleford then about to get us underway. Rowan Milnes.
I don't think 18 points is enough for the Tigers here this afternoon. Normally it would be, but I've just got a feeling that it's so important that they register some sort of score in this second half if they are to go on and prevail in this contest.
Yeah, the Dragons just showed end of that half that they are still more than a threat in this game. High kick then regathered in goal. Ikavalu will collect it. He'll bring it back himself, and he makes good meters there post contact, and he's tackled 15 off his own line. Working its way forward up towards and over the 20, so a good first couple of carries from the Tigers here. Here's Sarte, just thunders it up the middle. Gets the ball away though. Rouge finds Seguier, who's back out there. He's had that eye cut dealt with. And now the ball with Da Costa. Desaria trying to offload the ball, but can't get it away. Ball now with Sarte again, runs at Robb.
It's 2 big runs there from Sate, but it's the devastation he leaves behind. Tackle 5.
Yeah, They are. They've got the ball, and now they've got it with Abdul, who's going to float it high. Gary's got to get up off the ground, and he does. What a catch that is. Ikavalu was all over him there.
Yeah, great take under all sorts of pressure, and these are difficult carries now. Zel Zakim just pinches 2 meters, and Hall, he's tasked. He goes back at the markers, just trying to find someone switching off, but there's not happening.
It's not happening at the moment. That was a great contest, and Gary did well to hang on to that for the Tigers. You get the feeling he's going to get a lot more traffic down his way second half.
We'll be glad now that Tom Johnson's left the field. If they look to move the ball again inside their own 20-metre zone of the Tigers, but just look at where they're kicking the ball from here, Mark.
Yeah, inside the 20. It's a slow play of the ball. Rob gets it away. It's not the best pass to Milnes, who has to go high because the chasers were on him. Ball's going to be allowed to bounce again by Morg. Collects it, gets the ball away. Here comes Ikavalu. He brings it forward. Was that high? No, it wasn't. Watts is out there. That leg heavily bandaged. As Romano carries, you have to say it's been a strong start to the second half from Catalans. They've got plenty of go forward now.
Yeah, just that first set there. Milnes kicking the ball on his 10-metre line. De Costa, 38 metres away.
Good shot goes in from Namo. McAlorum. There's a rear's gone straight past
carry.
Watts. Watts is struggling with that knee injury. Ball now here to Abdul. Abdul gets it out wide. Romano steps off the left foot. Goes to ground 5 away. Last one here. They're calling for it on the near side. Abdul's got it. He's going to float the kick across towards Rouge. It's caught though by Mellor. Oh, the Dragons almost lost the flight of the ball there. No one in the end challenged Mellor for it. He couldn't believe his luck.
Yeah, it just fell into his arms, but the worry is the carry from Desiree and Sater just in behind the ruck. The Tigers they need to get tighter, and they need to go and initiate a bit of contact.
It's a decent carry, but they're still penned inside their own 20. Rob gets it away. Here's Westerman. Westerman will run at Da Costa. Sarte finishes him off.
Slow play of the ball there.
Robin at dummy half gets it away. And Watts has succumbed. He's had to go off. I think that knee problem's causing him a lot of trouble. He tried, but he couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, he wasn't moving well. Milnes now kicks from his 25-metre area. And Artie Morg will just collect and return this ball with interest.
He will. And then he's hit by Namo. And the tackle made on the 40-metre line. The Dragons, though, there is Watts trudging off. Looks pretty sorry for himself. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but certainly for now it's more than he can handle. As here goes the debutant, taking it forward. Aspero Bichet is tackled just over the halfway line. Here now goes Seguier, runs at Miller. Tackle made, 20 out from the Castleford line. We seem to be looking away to our right quite a lot. Start of this second half. Da Costa playing centre of the field, finds Abdul, straightens up, gets it away to Morg. Chance here, Ikavalu going for the corner. Ikavalu is over in the corner. And that is the second Dragons try. And once again, it's that left-hand side for the Dragons. And Matt Ikavalu crashes over for his 4th Super League try of the season.
What a brilliant, well-worked team try there from the Dragons. And it's all about the carries through the middle of the field. Seguier just pinches another 15 metres or keeps his leg pumping. But they just target 3 times in and around that. The numbers are sucked in. And then when they move the ball through Da Costa out to Abdul, the line from Tariq Sims there, Corey Hall can't help but be interested. And the space out wide for Ikavalu with work to do again. But he manages just to wrestle in between. And Corey Hall, he just gets spooked from the line. It creates a 3-on-1. And they do try and get across and rescue it, but just the sheer speed and the power from Ikavalu dots the ball down in the corner. It's a difficult kick now for Morg. Right on the touchline.
Well, he nailed one from out wide earlier. Can he make it 2 from 2? And in doing so, get the Dragons back within a converted try. In a bright start to the second half here for the back within a converted try. In a bright start to the second half here for the Dragons.
It's been a more direct approach from the Dragons, I feel.
Here comes the kick then. Sends it on the way. Looks pretty tasty. Oh, what a kick that is. 2 from 2 from the sideline for Arta Morg. and it's 18 points to 12.
Beautiful kick there. Steve McNamara down on the sidelines, much happier. His forwards playing more direct. It's brilliant, brilliant team try. A number of passes, cut out ball on the end. And Nicky Valu replacing Tom Johnson on the wing. Registers his first try of the afternoon.
Yeah, they've been forced into a reshuffle with the loss of Tom Johnston. Ball collected by Rouge. Desiree will bring it forward, heads to the middle of the field, he's lost it. Picked up there by Narmo. And now Castleford are presented with a glorious opportunity here.
Need to move the ball left here.
Well, they've got numbers left, but they've gone right. Here now is Mills, just pops it up for Helzerkamp. Well, Castleford have been on the back foot second half. They keep it alive here. The try would just calm the nerves of the Tigers faithful here at Weldon Road. Over 7,000 in here this afternoon. Ball centre field, Rob waiting, Miller waits, gets the ball now, short pass to Lawler. Lawler runs it in, he's wrapped up by Aspero Bichet. 5 out from the line, Rob works it back to Miller. Miller finds Horn. Horn with a little stutter step, trying to get the ball away from Sartai, who wraps him up there. 10 off the line. They wanted a set restart, they don't get one. Here now is Rowan Mills, cuts back again. Off that right foot, finds Westerman. One arm offload, gets it away to Miller, who feints the kick, fires it to Lawler. Lawler stands up, the youngster, but he gets his man. Well done there, Aspero Bichet. Ball works its way back inside. Miller runs at the line, then fires the ball to Westerman. Westerman finds Narmo. They're not...
Well, they're losing ground here, Mark.
Not created an awful lot yet in this set. Here's Westerman, a more direct approach, finds Mills, gets it away to Hoy. Here's Hall, ball offloaded back. to Costa's in the right place to pick it up, and Catalans survive, but in all truth, there wasn't a lot to survive there from the Tigers.
Oh, they needed to ask a couple of more questions, I felt, in that set. And De Costa reacts first, dives on that loose ball as Corey Hall's looking to be thrown over the sideline, promoted back into infield. And the Dragons survive and look to carry the ball away from their own end.
Well, the Dragons were involved in a golden point game at Hull KR a couple of weeks ago. You wouldn't rule it out here. Here's Seguier. I think he's had a good game today.
He's been a solid performer this season, Paul Seguier.
Right up. And here now is Abdul. Goes high, a tester.
Ooh.
Gary's running back. Hoy just held back. Hoy gets a bit of an awkward bounce. He's going to have to collect it, and now he's going to be met on his own try line. Gets up to the 10 and then pushed back 5 off his own line.
And again, just a solid white wall there from Catalan. They've chased all their kicks incredibly well as a team this afternoon.
All working its way forward. Nice run. Nice clearing run there from the Tigers. Gets them up to the 20. Robin at dummy half. Gets it away now. Milnes goes forward. Makes 20 metres downfield. Ball will be played here. Zakem gets it away to Westerman. This is a more direct set from Castleford, and it's got them some joy. They're over the halfway line now. Last one. Short side. Here's Milne. Just pokes the kick down the touchline, hoping to contain Morg, who almost stumbled there as he collects it. Runs forward. He's met inside his 20. Not a bad set in response from the Tigers.
Yeah, better set from the Tigers. Just taking a couple of short side players and just buying metres, really. Rowan Mills just spots a numerical advantage and just rolls down the field, and then the kick into the corner.
Good run from Davis. McAlorum in at dummy half, gets the ball away to Rouge. Greg Lingard looks on. He'll be a little bit more concerned than he was probably half an hour ago, but
yeah,
that's Super League for you. These games can turn quickly. Castleford has still got the lead. Here's Da Costa, who's operating in the middle of the field today. McAlorum in at dummy half, will play it now. Gets it away to Rouge, who goes high. Gary's looking, this could be going out on the full.
Oh.
Well done, Gary there. He had the confidence, he got to his line, knew exactly where his line was, and just watched it sail a couple of inches over the sideline.
Well, he knows as soon as his foot touches the whitewash, he's just able to say, well, that is going an absolute mile out. And it's a good metre and a half over the sideline. And a sloppy error from the young half.
It's been a game of limited errors so far. And Castleford get some bonus territory here. They're on the halfway line.
Satir there with the line speed.
It's all over Griffin. Here's Rob. Rob out of dummy half. Never frightened to have a run. Gets it away to Hall. Hall gets it away to Gary. Gary cuts it off the touchline. Going to be wrapped up. The sun's shining and Castleford are playing some nice stuff here at the Menderhose this afternoon. Here goes Horn up the middle, looking for a hat-trick. That'll be some feat for him. Doubled his try-scoring tally for the season today. Here now is Miller, finds Westerman, gets it to Hoy over the top for Senior. Senior down the line, and the youngster makes a nice tackle again.
Good skill from Hoy, batting that ball on under pressure.
Here's Miller, dummies to Lawler, gets it to Westerman, moves it across to Mills. Mills, short pass to El Zakhem. Can he get the ball away? No, he can't.
Just a little bit lateral, Mark.
Yeah, they're 15 away, last one. Can they find a good kick? Mills is going back down the short side. Ikavalu being challenged by Gary. Gary. And Gary makes the tackle, and Ikavalu a couple of metres off the Dragons' line.
Yeah, not a bad place to turn the ball over whatsoever. A decent result after that set of 6, but I just feel with ball in hand, somebody just needs to straighten up and challenge an inside shoulder of the Dragons. They're just trying to go round them. It worked well, it paid dividends in the first half. We saw with Kane Robb, when he sliced through, there is opportunity through the middle of the field for the Dragons if they want it.
Westerman makes the tackle, but here goes Morg, skips away from Griffin, brought down on the last, just short of halfway. Da Costa in at dummy half will find Abdul, who's going high again. One of those awful spiralling bombs, beautifully taken by Hoy, made that look easy. And now brings it forward, looking, well, we thought about the offload, now he's skipped away from one, he's still going here. Gets the ball away over on the far side. And that's good extra metres from the Castleford Tigers.
Yeah, they do well there. Fullback and winger combining. Just trying to find space. That's a great take from that towering kick from Abdul. Horrible spiral moving around in the air. Does it so well, Hoy.
Yeah, he did. He just
a decent carry.
Good run from Mellor. Signed a new deal with the Tigers. And Mellor with a good run over the halfway line. Here's Miller. Miller runs it forward. Desiree gets his man. Well, they're inside the Dragons' 40 here. Rob finds Mills. Mills thought about offloading it back to Rob there. Probably the chance was on, but he held on to it. Miller's coming short side for the Tigers. Kane Robb will get him the ball now. He's going to stand up the kick. They're going to ask in his senior to test out Morg, but Morg gets there and Mellor brings him to the ground. But again, Castleford turn it over, 5 off the Dragons' line.
Yeah, fantastic when you consider where you remember where Tex Hoy called that ball from to turn it over in that corner once again. But they've just got to get this line speed right. The contact, the dual contact, that's better. Try and be disciplined with this. No silly penalties.
Ball works its way to Da Costa, fires it to Abdul. Oh, there were hands, almost too many hands in the way there, but they hang on to it. 14 gone already, second half. Deficit down to 6, but the battle is back on.
As is Bousquet as well, replacing Satai.
Yeah, McAlorum at dummy half, gets it away to Abdul. Again, he'll go high. Again, Tex Hoy waits, just back pedals. Makes it look so easy. Gets the ball away here to Senior. And Senior's going to be wrapped up 10 off the line. It's like we're watching a game of tennis at the moment. It's going one end to the other.
Yeah, we mentioned them completions at the start. During the interval. It's carried on that way. It's real set for set.
Good tackle, McAlorum. One-handed pick-up from Miller, but he's wrestled to the ground by Garcia. Castleford burning some tackles here. Rob is caught, gets it away nicely, finds Hoy, finds Mills, who says to Griffin, you take it in. And he will do, he's tackled, and this is the last one. And Castleford need a good kick to end this set to get them out of their own end. Mills, left-footed, will hoist it high. Morg waits, sprints across, tries to trap it. In the end, actually does pretty well there. That could have gone horribly wrong. Gives it to Ikavalu, and Ikavalu runs forward. And wow! Wow! They want a shoulder charge. Tariq Sims is in the face of Marcus Griffiths. He said that was a shoulder charge. What say you, Kyle Amor?
Well, it might be difficult to argue with Sims there. His arm certainly tucked in. But it was a big contact, wasn't it?
Wow. Interesting. Not sure what to make of that challenge. Wouldn't want to be on the end of it, though. That's all I will say.
No, Seguier nearly had a chance there to file Rouge through a hole. Decides to keep hold of it.
This has been a really good game of rugby league. Here's Moore, gets it away, Abdul, quick hands. Sims couldn't take it in, and this is the last tackle. Dragons just lost their way a little bit there. Misplaced pass, it was an opportunity for sure. Ball to Abdul under pressure, kicks. Little banana kick outside of his foot. Is this going to go into touch? Or is it going to go in goal? It's gone in goal.
Well watched there from Hoy. And this game hasn't had a breath, has it?
Big quality.
Been end to end. I've really enjoyed it. You love a Sunday afternoon of rugby league.
Here's in his senior. That's the 0 tackle. So Tigers start 25 off their own line. Here's Gary. He's shown up well today.
Yeah, he's been hard working, industrious out of backfield.
Yes. Here's Hall. Mustafa back into the action. Rob gets it away to Miller. Miller comes across to Hoy. Hoy finds Mellor. Mellor with a big fend, but in the end, again, Aspirobishe makes his tackle. Now a straight run from Lawler. Lawler carries strongly. Has to go to ground. 5 in from touch. Left-hand side of the field. Tigers back on the prowl. Can they extend their lead? Here now is Hoy. Finds Mustafa. Runs at Da Costa. Tackle 20 out. Last one. Rob has got options with Milnes to his right. Hoy is that side. That's where they're going now. Here is Tex Hoy. Hoy gets it away to Corey Hall. Hall gets it away, but couldn't take it in. Gary was running out of room. And that's going to be the turnover.
Yeah, Corey Hall there, just trying to pull Ikivalu in and release the flick pass. It's nice and straight there from Milnes. Just tries to pull him in. And Ikivalu knows that the sideline's his friend.
I'm not sure even if he takes that in, Gary's going over the sideline anyway.
Yeah, good defence there from the left edge of the Dragons.
Problem though on the far side, Ikivalu's getting some treatment now. You just see him there on the left of your screen. He's getting some running repairs.
He can't afford to lose another outside back.
Towards the 20. Well, almost 3/4 of this game gone, and it's a 6-point ball game here.
It's good harassing defence there. Griffin.
Seguier brings it forward. Wrapped up by Miller on the 40-metre line. Can Castleford make it 3 wins on the spin, or will the Dragons pick up a 4th successive victory? Busquet wrapped up, hurls it out the back, not the best offload. Morg collects, and Morg now has got a little bit of room to come forward. He skips 1 tackle, almost skips another. He's up to the halfway line, and this is the last tackle. McAlorum to Abdul, under pressure from Rob. That is high, that is high. Gary underneath it, he catches it nicely, and the Tigers come back with the ball. It's another completed set.
The crowd there looking for a high shot on Gary. McAlorum tries to jump there. Milnes on the outside of him, just pitches 10 more metres further downfield.
Yeah, he almost played his hand too early there, McAlorum, didn't he? Short pass, taken in by Elzakem. He's gone through, got support with him, gets the ball away to Hall.
Oh, he's just about to pull the trigger there, Hall.
He had Mellor on the inside. Here goes Rob, bit of broken field for him to run into now. Still going, gets the ball away to Miller, finds Tex Hoy. Hoy's got Lawler, he's got in his senior. He runs over Cesar Rouge, still going Tex Hoy, tackled 10 metres out. Tigers, big opportunity here. Can they put some more points on this Dragons defence? Miller goes for it home. Wrapped up, 5 away. Robin at dummy half. Hoy and Mellor down the short side. They go to Mellor. They're just going to try and crash through, and they're going to wrap up. And again, they'll turn it over inside the Dragons' 10.
It was a strong run, wasn't it, from Elzakem on that right edge. It was the deception as well from Kane Robb. Just pulls Abdul in. And it's a poor attempt of a tackle there between Busquet and Garcia. And they do enough. The Tigers fans now urging their side on here.
They are.
The final 20 minutes, Mark.
Yeah, it is. Into the final quarter. What a cracking game it's been. Ikavalu racked up inside his own 20. Who will be the game breaker? McAlorum waits and gets it away, taken forward.
Well, just before Castleford went on that run of, well, hopefully, or maybe, sorry, this being 3 games in a row, they missed out on some narrow defeats, didn't they?
Yeah.
They have been improving for the last sort of 6 weeks, you'd have to say.
Yeah, they have, certainly. Narrow defeat home to Wigan. And then they lost to Hull KR by a point.
Yeah.
And Castleford, well, what have they got coming up? They've got Salford. Then they've got Lee here, Hull KR away, Huddersfield at home, and Huddersfield away and Warrington at home. So some tough games there, but the mood they're in at the moment, they'll fancy them.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they can win this one, they'll fancy the next 2.
Yeah, they will. Here now is Mustafa, takes it forward, ball's on the ground, and it's a penalty.
Boy,
Finally.
do they need that.
Oh, there's so few stoppages in this game. This feels...
Oh, it's been brilliant. An absolute pleasure to be here this afternoon. 2 sides just going after it. A high-quality game.
Can the Dragons turn it around? Well, they're going to have to do some defending here. Steve McNamara, Sam Tompkins looking on. And that was the reaction to the penalty call. I don't think they're overly pleased with it. Ball goes out over the stand here. And the Tigers will tap it with Mella. Mella runs it in. Been impressed with the young fella here, Guillermo Spirobiche. He's defended pretty well, hasn't he?
He's tackled everything that's come his way.
Yes. The ball now centre field. The legend Ian Proctor's just told me that no team this season in Super League has come back from 18 points.
Well, I mentioned that, didn't I? So normally 18 points. There's few and far between that swing that deficit.
Ball now goes centre field. Milnes hit hard, wrapped up, 20 away. You wonder at what point, maybe too early yet, but a drop goal for Castleford, get that 2-score lead.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout at all.
Will they have the courage to go for it? Here now is Griffin. They're coming down this short side again. Are they? No, Rob's using the decoy. Miller was expecting it. They are going to go for the one-pointer. It's charged down. And now who's going to get it? Hoy needs a bounce of the ball. Oh, Horns dropped it.
He spilled it.
So they went for the one-pointer and it's backfired. They should have collected that ball. Miller was expecting the pass there. He threw his arms up in the air, and now Castleford are offside at the play of the ball. Well, we question when would they go for the one-pointer. Was it the right decision?
Well, right on cue, Mark. I actually think it is a decent shot at it. But they're offside here. So they've backed up with a loose error, then a penalty. So from potentially knocking the ball over and being 7 points in front with 15 minutes to go, they're now going to find themselves defending their own try line for a full set of 6 here. A tap 25 metres away.
Here's Abdul. Craig Lingard, pensive. They went for the one. They could be back level in a moment if Catalans can score here. Abdul, Rouge, short pass. They raced out. Mella closed the ground down outside there. And now 10 metres away. McAlorum waits at dummy half. One of the Dragons got up their sleeve. Busquets gets it away to Abdul. They've got numbers here. Abdul drops it back on the inside for Sims. Sims eventually wrapped up by El Zakem, but he needed help from his teammates there. That was half a chance for the Dragons. That left edge does look to be their main threat. Busquets trying to power up the middle. And once again, Mustafa puts body on the line, and they will hold him up over the line.
Yeah, mismatch in size there between Busquets and Mustafa. But he just clamps the ball, holds on. There's a couple more plays to come here.
Here's Rouge. They're coming right this time. Ball out the back to Morg. Not the best pass. Had to reach out behind him. Gets away from Miller, but Miller gets his man. Not for the first time today. Last one. They're going now to Abdul. Abdul's going back out to Gary. Gary and Cavalu gets up. Ball's on the ground. Castleford have got it, but it was knocked on by the Dragons, and Castleford survive.
He's been under an onslaught of kicks as Gary. I think Ikivalu actually grabs this ball and gets it before him. Under pressure from Gary in the contest of it. Cavallo just spills the ball on the way down.
Hall tackled. Rob finds Griffin. Griffin ramps up. He's taken a few of those carries in his time.
The atmosphere in here has just got a little bit nervy, Mark, hasn't it?
That's a great run from Kane Rob, but he's lost it. Ball comes free, picked up by Sims, runs at Miller, and Miller says, no, you're not coming past.
Big puff of the cheeks there from Sims.
Ball now here with Rouge, short pass. Taken forward by Aspiro Bichet. He's wrapped up inside the 10. Garcia to Rouge. Finds Navarrete. Navarrete tackled 5 away. Dragons have loaded up that left-hand side again, but they're coming short here to Garcia. Garcia gets away from Mella. Bounce pass finds Rouge. Rouge just drops it back to Busquets, who says, I'll take it in, I'll take the tackle. 5 off the line. Tigers hanging on here. Ball now works its way to McAlore and finds Abdul out the back to Morg. Morg going for the line, he's over. And the Catalan Dragons slice through, and it's Arthur Morg who has the score in the corner. That left-hand side again is Castleford's Achilles heel here. And the Dragons are a kick away from being level.
Yeah, it's a passage right edge of Castleford. Just watch here when the replay comes in. They get up about 1.5 meters and they just hold. It was the error from Rob that gifted field position for the away side. Well, they get up, they're backpedaling, they're 1.5 meters off the line, and Artie Morg at speed with footwork. He's just able to get round Corey Hall and dance in between him and Jason Gary. They can't kill the play. And this is a huge kick now with 12 minutes left on the clock. He kicked one earlier from here, straight through the middle of the sticks. Can he do it again?
Well, he's kicked 2 from the sideline. I think you'll hear a cheer if this is off target from the Castleford fans here. An 18-point lead. Is it about to be eradicated here? And will we have a level game? Here comes Morg now. Sends it on the way. The touch judges haven't moved. He's kicked another one. Deadly silence at the jungle. The Catalan Dragons are back level here now. Who's going to go on and win it? 12 to go. Milnes drop goal charged down. Would have put Cass 7 in front. And now the Castleford fans respond. They know their team need a bit of help to get them over the line.
Yeah, it's game on. 18-all. I just felt at the start of this second half that the Castleford Tigers needed to score another try. I just felt that 12 points wasn't enough for them. But here we go. Into the final part of the game. Locked in at 18-all. Sunday afternoon.
Bring it on. Who's going to come out on top? A level game. Tigers, we mentioned, have lost a couple of really tight games here. They lost by a point to Hull Kingston Rovers. Jez Litton's late drop goal. They lost by 2 to Wigan here. They've won 2 on the road. Can they win a close one at home? Da Costa gets it away to Abdul. They're lining up again. Here's Morgan to the line. The no-look pass gets it away. Cavallo down the sideline. Great tackle. Really good covering tackle there.
A nice ball movement, from the Dragons. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake there from Artie Morg. Fundamental skill. You can actually see he's turned his head to look away. He's took his eye off the ball.
2 years ago, this fixture went to Golden Point extra time. The Tigers won it with a Danny Richardson drop goal. And I'm reliably informed again by Mr. Proctor that that drop goal attempt would have been Ron Milnes' first ever drop goal.
Well, he may get another crack here.
He may do. Craig Lingard looking on. Lewis Johnson about to come on for the Tigers.
See that an awful lot.
Push at the scrum. Rob did well to get his hands in there and get that out. Here's Mustafa.
We see that an awful lot nowadays in Super League, that there's almost a final bench place that doesn't get on until the last sort of 10-15 minutes. We saw it at Hull KR yesterday with Litton.
Yeah, we did.
Can Lewis Johnson produce something similar?
Maybe. Here's Liam Horn. 2 tries today for him. He'd be desperately disappointed to end up on the losing side today. Here's Westerman, gets the ball away to Milnes. Milnes finds Corey Hall. Hall steps back in. Well, they're inside the 30 now, the Tigers. And we've got 9 minutes to go. Westerman looks a pass to Miller. Miller gets it away to Hoy. Hoy with a dummy. Hoy wrapped up. Are they just out of range? Possibly. Robin at dummy half. Miller wants it. Miller gets it. He's going to send it high. A tester on the near side. Miller should get there. Ball bounces. And Davis gratefully receives it. He's lost it. He's lost it. And Senior collects it. And Castleford get an absolute gift. 10 metres out here. Can the Tigers make the Dragons pay? They've been on the back foot for much of the second half here. Mustafa's flattened.
Good shot there. Some aggressive defence there from Navarrete. There's 4 more plays to go here.
Westerman, dummies, goes alone. Oh, they'd love a penalty here right in front of the post.
You're set up for the drop goal now, surely.
On the decoy, Milnes, back on the angle. Here, they're going to score! Tex Hoy breaks the deadlock and puts the Tigers back in front. And Castleford, who frittered away an 18-point lead, are back in front with 8 minutes remaining. The jungle goes ballistic.
Well, I've been calling for it all afternoon. The Castleford Tigers needed 1 more score to secure the win here. And he's left it till 8 minutes on the clock. I thought they were going to set up for the 1, but they go for broke. And Tex Hoy just slices through an enormous hole. There's no cover whatsoever from the Dragons. And right in front of the home support, Tex Hoy scores a huge, huge try mark.
Great try, and it all came from this. Looked like Davis comfortably got the ball. Whether Lawler had a hand in that, I don't know, but it came out somehow. And Castleford, Milnes offload, didn't look to be a great deal on, but Tex Hoy slices through and scores underneath the crossbar.
Yeah, there's an overchase there from marker and a defender, but there's no cover either. The right edge stopped moving. Tex Hoy just gets the little drop off and crosses over for 4 more points here. And Lingard now barking some instruction, and you would fancy Milnes turning this 4 into 6. 3 from 3 this afternoon. Surely 4 from 4.
Yeah, his assignments have been a little bit easier than Arthur Morg's, but they've all gone over, and this for a 6-point lead. It'll give this the respect it deserves.
They've really deserved this lead. A blistering start from the Tigers in the opening quarter, and they've held on.
The crowd goes quiet. Milnes strikes it through. Another 2 points, and the Catalan Dragons once again have got to come from behind. It was interesting, the Tigers fans went deadly quiet when it went level, and then they lifted their game just to try and raise the morale of the players on the field, and they reply with a try.
A simple score as well. A little double drop off from Rowan Milnes. Tex Hoy just goes through. Not even a glove touched on him. They're going to go for the short kick here, Mark.
Well, Gary up
they've
for
come
it.
up with it.
They've come up with it.
Oh, he's lost it as well. And listen to the roar from the Tigers fans.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold it in. Dragons are not happy. They're remonstrating with Marcus Griffiths. Let's see if we can see it on this.
On Gary there, he has been out-jumped a couple of times, but the fact that he's competing has led to a number of mistakes. He's doing enough in and around it.
Yeah, he's busy, isn't he? He's worked hard.
Terrific work out of backfield, in difficult positions as well in those corners. A stellar game is the young man, Jason Gary.
Yeah, just 20 years of age, exploded with a triumph debut here in the jungle a couple of seasons ago. The Tigers lead by 6. 5.5 to go. Horn at the base of the scrum. Carries forward.
Another top performer, full 80 minutes from him.
Plays the ball. Here now goes Johnson. Johnson drives forward. Navarrete tries to drag him back. They need the Tigers to come up with an error here. They're going short side with Mellor. Mellor over the halfway line. Tigers in control of their own destiny here. Lead by 6. Mustafa carries, ducks, almost breaks through the line.
Decent footwork there to get between McAlorum and Navarrete. Westerman takes over.
Westerman gets it away to Lawler. Lawler trying to find an offload. Oh, do they go one? Mills is back in the pocket. Is it take 2? Well, Horn's got it alone. It's the last one. Horn going for it. Gets the offload away to Lawler. Lawler tackled inches short of the line. I think he's lost it. He loses it over the line. He wanted desperately for that ball to touch the white line. He couldn't get it there.
Well, how important is that tackle? Because this would have been game over for sure. Busquets just does enough. And then Jordan Abdul.
Mills was definitely back in the pocket there. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication from the Tigers. Not quite last chance saloon for the Dragons, but the time is running out here. That 3 wins on the trot could be coming to an end here. Busquets takes it into the line, finds Rouge, who finds Morg, who gets it away. Here's the debutant. He shot up pretty well, Guillermo Espero Boucher. All now over halfway. Garcia's offload falls to nobody. Abdul, good sleight of hand, gets it away to Morg. Morg fires it wide here. Romano goes forward, needs to find a pass. What's the pass? It is. Here's Ikevalu. Ikevalu against Hoy. Great tackle, Mustafa. What a shot that is. Is it a match winner? The Dragons have got numbers. If they go through the hands, they kick it out wide. It's caught by Davis. Davis gets rid of Senior. Needs to find an offload. Gets the ball back away to Abdul. Abdul brushes off Mills. Abdul going back down the short side. Abdul gets it away back to Romano. Romano bumps off one. Keeps it alive. Abdul's dropped it. Punches it backwards. And Castleford fell on the ball. Wow, what a passage of play that was. Harum scarum stuff. The Dragons were here, there and everywhere, but Castleford stood up and held out.
Look, defending doesn't have to look pretty. You just got to keep turning up. And Craig Lingard with his hand on his head, he knows that that was a huge set defensively, and it started with the work from Mustafa to deny Ikevalu in the corner, and then they have to play hot potato to the Catalan Dragons, but the Tigers keep moving, and Lewis Johnson pounces on that player. Brilliant defensive set from the Tigers.
Don't worry, the Super League's back on Thursday. Huddersfield Leeds. What an end to round 18 this has been. This has been a high-quality game of rugby league. Make no mistake about that. Milnes goes high. Morg comes forward, sets himself, ball skips away from him. He's running back to his own line. Is it going to roll dead? No, he slips. Can they get him in goal? They do! What an effort from Castleford. What an effort.
What an effort. Huge plays there from the Tigers. And just listen to the crowd once again. They know that kick chase, it's all effort here with Craig Lingard's men this afternoon. And boy, have they shown it in bucket loads.
There's still time if the Dragons can come up with a short kick. Morg under that high ball has been terrorised this afternoon.
Oh, he's not looked comfortable, has he? But the chase from Mellor, a short drop out here, needed for the Dragons.
Oh, bats it back. Why didn't he catch it? Why did he not catch that? He had 2 hands on it and he bats it down, Gary. He could have collected it and that would have been game over.
Oh, wow.
Still we go on. I think he's got to take responsibility there, Jason. Gary, collect that. He's got up high.
Well, there's 60 seconds left. And Satay just tries to roll forward, promotes the ball, Navarrete.
Tackled by Johnson. Is there one more twist in this match? We're into the final 40 seconds. Game on the line. Dragons got to go for broke here. Abdul attacking that left-hand side. Romano tackled by Hall. Gets it away. Here now they go down the touchline. Ikevalu slips and it's a penalty. They're going to go for it here. This is it. game on the line. Maybe one, possibly two more tackles.
They've got to go for it here. They've got to pull the trigger.
Here goes Rouge. Rouge gets it to Morg. Short pass. Oh, they've knocked on. They've knocked on. And that's it. Listen to the noise in this famous old rugby league ground. The Castleford Tigers will make it 3 on the spin. They're celebrating young and old here. Full-time siren goes. And the Tigers, who led by 18 points inside 24 minutes, were pegged back after a second-half revival from the Dragons. Mills had a drop goal charge down, but victory went the Tigers' way when Tex Hoy sliced through to score. What a game of Super League we have seen this afternoon. And Castleford, 3 on the spin for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's been a super Sunday, all right. Well, the Castleford Tigers there. Commitment, desire, and willingness to work for one another. And it's been coming. They've been improving week on week. For the last 6 weeks, there have been narrow losses and some big victories along the way. But this, you just feel, is a huge, huge win here for the Tigers.
It is. All the reaction to come. A very happy Craig Lingard, I'm sure. The Tigers